friends, Andrew Carruthers here, Education Director for Samvia. In this series of problems and solutions, we're talking about common challenges that we find behind the chair. And this really comes from our time on the road, talking to you each individually as hairdressers, and a lot of times you're asking really consistent questions. One of the questions that comes up really often is about the corners within a men's haircut. It's that transition from, a very static men's haircut where we have a shorter side into some length on the top, and these corners that happen in this region of transition can be really inconsistent sometimes, especially side to side. So usually it's a pretty simple answer on why it's inconsistent, and it's these little babies tend to be a problem in the haircut, and it's our fingers. So as we work into that transition and we place our fingers into the hair, basically what we have to pay attention to is consistency in our body position. So what we see a lot of times is we'll start out our haircut, start out here on the left-hand side, and we'll take a vertical section and we'll place our fingers in. When we place our fingers in, we'll go fingers up for comfort. Or maybe we might start with fingers down. As we continue to work through the haircut, all of a sudden we feel the need to flip the fingers. Right where you flip the fingers will be your spot of inconsistency. Everyone take your fingers and hold them up. So even the cool kids out there, hold them up, come on. Now you'll notice that the bottom part of your fingers is a little bit wider than the top of your fingers. So whenever we place our fingers into the hair, we tend to create a little bit of a shape based on the width of our fingers. So if I start here with fingers up, which is what we would encourage you to do when working through this corner because it's better ergonomically than having your elbow up. If we start with fingers up, we need to continue with fingers up the entire way around the head to the other side and stay really consistent with that same finger position. If I go fingers down, I can actually get closer at this head shape, and then it's going to push my fingers farther away at the top. So you can see if I start with fingers up and then switch to fingers down, that's where a lot of inconsistency can happen. Seems pretty logical, right? As you're going through your men's haircuts, consistency is so important, especially when it's short like this. The more we bounce around, the more we shift and change our technique, the more inconsistent the shape's going to be. So next time you get into a men's haircut, be really conscious of body position and your consistency, and we know that that's really going to help you out. Any questions, any concerns, put them in the box below, and we'll try our best to get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Andrew Carruthers, Education Director for Samvia.